Donkey Kong Bananza is out, which is pretty hype. And as an ancient literature dude, that leads me to ask the question, was there a word for gorilla or ape in Old Norse, the language of the Vikings? Well, the answer to that is kind of interesting. There was no word for gorilla. The Norsemen weren't familiar with them apparently, but there was a word for ape. But this word, api, wasn't generally used of actual monkeys and apes, at least early on in the medieval era of Old Norse literature. More specifically, this word, which comes from the Proto-Germanic apa, meaning an actual monkey or ape, was used in Old Norse more with the connotation of an idiot, a fool or an oaf. And you see this applied a lot to giants in Old Norse literature. As an example, in the Poetic Edda, in Hymiskvida, where the title giant Hymir is called an Atrunr Appa, meaning a kinsman of apes. Not literal apes, but, idiots. It's a commentary on his intelligence. And elsewhere in the Poetic Edda, in the Havamal, it is said that many a man becomes an ape with the influence of money. Obviously not a literal ape, but, an idiot. But fascinatingly, in the later era of medieval Old Norse literature, specifically in Christian context, the word does mean a literal monkey, in at least a couple of cases. For example, there's a text in which a demon or a devil is said to have assumed the form of an ape, an api.